Ladies and gentlemen, locomotive 4501. When it was first built, not necessarily significant, but I want you to remember today. Now look up to the front of the locomotive. Down below there's the pilot there. You'll see a plaque. Do you know what that plaque says? National Registry of Historic Places. How often do you see that on a mobile object? Does that provide a little prelude into the history of what we're about to talk? I think so. This locomotive was the very first MS-282 Mikado to be built for the Southern Railway out of 182, and as I said, I'm working the only one left. There were about 485 or so of that class, but this class specifically, the only one left. Now, when it was built, Baldwin up in Philadelphia, it was delivered to East Tennessee, used up in Bulls Gap, Tennessee, the freight locomotive around the Knoxville Division. And right at the end of its career was the Southern Railway, not the end of its career, totally. It's up in Indiana, Southern Indiana. Now, so many of the still existing locomotives, unless somebody had the foresight for preservation, a lot of times locomotives of this age were preserved because they were sold second-hand to shorter or smaller operating railroads. So was the case with the 4501. So it cost about $23,500 to be built, which was a lot of money back then. It served its purpose with the Southern. About 48, it comes up for sale for about $8,000. That's a big difference. It's used hard for the Southern. So the PNC is short operation of the former company in the Southern Tennessee, based on a certain number of $3,000. And even by the 60s, small operator railroads wanted to equalize their fleet. I mean, diesel power is much more efficient and cleaner. I mean, the best way I could put it, the most simple way is steam locomotives are dirty. They're foul. They need to be used. And after so many operational days or hours, all museums for 30 hours have to take these locomotives completely offline and overhaul. Massive overhaul has to be performed. Many tests performed before it can be put back. So, one of the two founding members bought this locomotive about 1963 for $5,000 for a check. 2014 was the last time this locomotive was shorted ticket price of $1.5 million. We're going to line the turntable up with track 2, ladies and gentlemen. And after doing so, that allows us to pull the engine off, pass our coaches on track 1. We'll get to the other end of each category. On track 2, we will quite literally throw a hand switch, line it back into 1. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, got it all in alignment with track 2. Let's give all of our crew a round of applause, even though some deserve it more than others. And if you will meet me down, if you'd like to get to part 2 of our tour, meet me down there at that last pole where the ropes are attached before the walkway, and I will take you over in a few moments as soon as we get the engine clear, or as soon as we get the engine stopped so we have clearance to cross. I'll see you there in a few moments.